Greetings one and all, this is Rhythm Works and welcome to my channel. Now I haven't really been putting up much face cam stuff over the last few days. Reason being is because of my day job. I've been working with one collaborator who's going to be featured on my album this coming October. Her name is Alicia Scott. Now she's an up and running artist as opposed to an up and coming artist. The reason why I call her an up and running artist is because she's more or less got her shit together. I love her vibe, I love her voice, I love her application to her songs, I love her business sense, and I love her discipline in this really tough industry, the music industry. You know, and being a female vocalist, you know, it is deemed that female vocalist has to work twice, even 3 times as hard just to be on the same level as her male counterparts. So I just decided to just give her my endorsement by working with her and applauding her works, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, she returned the favor, if you like, by accepting my offer to work on a track for my album. Really love her vibe, love her spirit, and pleased to announce that we've worked on the project. The project is called Sing, and it will be featured on my vocalist album this coming October, and it will be utilized to promote her forthcoming album as well. So I wish her all the best and thank you very much for blessing me with your talent. You know, it goes both ways at the end of the day, and I want some of your fans. You got a huge fan base in Cardiff, so I'm just trying to tap into your fan base, you know what I mean? So all the best, darling, for your just persistence and consistency in this business. Okay, right, anyway, this is a gaming channel and this is about gaming. Now E3 is upon us, but before I even go any further, I want to send my condolences out to the family of Adam West, the original Batman, whose series ran in the late 60s, early 70s. I remember when Batman was transmitted every Monday at 5:15 on ITV, Thames TV as it was known those times, because it would be territorized. You know, all the TV stations were kind of subsidiary of ITV at that point. So the London station was called Thames back in the day, and it used to be shown at 5:15 every Monday afternoon. I'll never forget it. And the thing that was unique about that program was because it had prime time viewership. I mean, you know, in an age where we only had 3 TV channels, BBC One, BBC Two, and ITV back in the day, you know, for a show to make it on primetime TV, that was a major coup. It was a major coup. So for me, watching Batman, and notably the villains who were equally, you know, a strong element of the series. I mean, you had people like Cesar Romero, who played the Joker, Larry Gershon, who played the Joker, and you also had Eartha Kitt, who played Catwoman, and Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee made an appearance playing the Green Hornet's sidekick Kato as well. So it was a very big ensemble, you know, of actors at that time in, you know, a superhero series. And I have to say that, you know, despite the garish colors and the cheap effects, I mean, who can forget the cheap effect where when they would climb up the wall, but it was just basically the camera tilted either 90 degrees left or 90 degrees right to give people the impression that they were climbing a wall where the building was actually set on the ground. Do you know what I mean? I thought that was ingenious. I mean, looking back on it now, it's a bit, you know, it's a bit kitsch, to say the least. It was cheap, but that was the appeal of the program, you know, where they would have the sound effects stickers emblazoned on the screen. I mean, right now, Share Factory is a testament to that, you know, because you have stickers in the Share Factory where you can put the pow and crash and bang and wallop on your screen. All that was based from obviously Bob Kane's drawings for DC Comics, but, you know, the Batman series, who more or less took inspiration from the Bob Kane drawings of old. So yeah, it was a series that I really liked as a kid. You know, in an age where superheroes were more or less consigned to Saturday morning TV, Saturday morning cinema, to have a superhero series on primetime television at 5:15 in the evening, that's definitely a major coup. And yeah, Adam West was part of my viewing, my entertainment back in the day. So I want to send out my condolences, and also coupled with thanks to you for entertaining a generation of us who, You know, I don't know about anybody else, but I used to collect DC and Marvel comics to the point where it got on my dad's nerves, and he literally threw away all my comics, not realizing the value of comics. You know what I mean? But it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, thank you for entertaining us. Thank you for being such a cult classic that amassed your cult following, me being one of them. So bless your heart, Mr. Adam West. Thank you so much for your work in TV. Thank you. We'll miss you. Anyway, next up, we have got gaming stuff, and E3 is upon us. And before I go into E3, next thing I want to talk about is this recent PlayStation Network outage. Now here's my thing. Them little boy who commits those acts, which is not, you know, anything of mass espionage or of any fucking use, you know what I mean? They should get locked under the jail for that shit. At the end of the day, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? They should get locked under the jail. I don't care if they got Asperger's. I don't care if they got autism. I don't care. I don't business. Don't be doing that shit. If you want to impress me, right? Put some DDoS on freaking Islamic State's fucking website. Then we can talk. But until then, get out of my freaking PSN. Get out of my fucking entertainment, relaxation time with your foolishness. You know what I mean? I admit it, you know, it hasn't been happening of late, but it always seems to be happening at events. Always seems to be happening when certain games come out. And with E3 as well, it's no exception. You know what I'm saying? You know, hooked up my PS4 just to get some streaming in. Nothing. Because of these little batty-oles that feel so that they're doing me a fucking service. Anyway, the less said about them, the better. So next up, right, E3 is upon us, and also we've had EA Play 2017's press conference, and I'm just gonna run through it quickly. Yeah, right. First of all, we had Battlefield 1 and their DLC, which was called In the Name of the Tsar, which is gonna be coming out in September, and features night maps. You know, I'm not saying it's much of a muchness, but it was to be expected at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's kind of a standard with Battlefield games that you're gonna have night maps as well. So, you know, I look forward to that. But it's coming out in September when another game is gonna be out as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how my time is gonna be balanced between those games, but it's DLC. It's what I paid for, so no doubt I will be playing that at some point. But yeah, In the Name of the Tsar, that's gonna be out on BF1 in September. All right, next up, FIFA 18 and Madden. Ain't playing it. Used to play it. Ain't played it no more. Sometimes you just got to realize when you are shit at a game, and I am shit at those two games, no doubt about it. You know, I even tried playing the World Cup editions of FIFA just to get myself eased into the game, but every time I played it, even the AI whooped my ass. So I can imagine going online and getting my ass whooped by these kids. It's not a good look for me, you know what I'm saying? But you know, Ronaldo is the cover star. FIFA's got the money to bankroll their shit every year. It's all good. It's all good. But whereas Madden is concerned, story mode's not gonna hold me to that. Where FIFA 18 is concerned, story mode's not gonna hold me to that either at the end of the day. You know, so you know, more power to the FIFA fans' elbow on that one. Enjoy that. I won't be enjoying it because I simply will not be playing it. Right, next up, Need for Speed Payback, which the intro to the feature of that game, the gameplay feature, was very, very wooden. The guy was like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber, man. I'm a YouTuber, man. And I'm a YouTuber, man. I'm a YouTuber, man. I'm a YouTuber. But he couldn't even read the fucking autocue properly. He couldn't even read the autocue properly. And he was trying to, the expression on his face, it was almost like he was trying to cuss out the autocue. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, if you're a YouTuber, you must be working to a script if you can't freaking articulate yourself without one. Do you know what I'm saying? So that gave it away for me where he was concerned. But looking on the game, it had a very Fast and Furious-esque vibe about it. You know, people were matching it up with other games, but that's what it looked like to me, I have to say. never really got into not the Fast and Furious, never really got into Need for Speed, but when it was included in the PlayStation Plus subscription free download, gave it a go and, quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but it's not something that I know that I'm going to be on a daily vibe, on a daily basis, you know what I'm saying? But it looks interesting. The selling points for me would be actual price it sells for, you know what I mean, with games like that. Games that I have one ear and one eye on, the price of the game has to figure in terms of my absolute purchase of the game. So we had that. An interesting part of EA Play's press conference was a game called A Way Out, which is basically a 2-player local and online split screen only game, which I thought was pretty good. The game is about 2 people who meet up in prison, decides to break out of prison, and the story continues as to how they move together as a unit outside of prison. And it kind of reminds me of that movie. What was the movie called? The Defiant Ones with Sidney Poitier and Tony Curtis. It had that vibe about it, to me anyway. If you haven't seen that movie, check it out. It's a classic movie. The Defiant Ones, starring Sidney Poitier and Tony Curtis. Interesting looking game. I have to say, the guy who developed the game, he used to direct movies but just went into game development, and his excitement and confidence in his game was enough for me, took my interest straight away. And I do respect how EA introduce new developers in their EA original series to bring out what we hope will be quality games. So I applaud them for that. I mean, Sony does the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's all good. It's all good when new people can ply their wares as new talents in the video game business. What else? We had a trailer for Anthem. Looked a bit Destiny-esque to me. Didn't really show much. It showed a group of people with a monster straight out of Evolve, and that was about it. Didn't really see anything more about that. But the best was saved till last, where we had Star Wars Battlefront 2, which featured the trailer, multiplayer gameplay amongst a lot of well-known YouTubers, well-known Battlefielders as well. What did I think of it? Looks pretty manic, but I have to give Battlefront 2 X amount of respect. You know why? Because they're not getting into the season pass bullshit. The game you get is the game you get, and whatever they add on to the game, you'll be getting that for free. And I think that is a major selling point that gives them a whole lot of brownie points where I'm concerned in me investing anything into the game. I think people are still in disbelief that that's the case, because they're still waiting on something where, okay, there's got to be something where we got to pay. There's got to be a paywall with something. But I mean, even if it's for cosmetic stuff, it's still good, because that is on that basis that I would buy stuff. I would buy extra stuff, extra DLC for any particular game that I have any interest in, as it were. So for me, goes without saying, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a game that I will be getting. It contains so much. All of the characters that are featured, I think it's from the trilogy and also the prequels as well. I'm not sure. But I have to say, for the record, breaking news, I have not watched not one Star Wars movie. Yep, believe it or not, I have not watched one Star Wars movie, but I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, I was a part of that culture when it was released in 1977. Was it 1977 alongside Superman? Because there was this whole Star Wars v Superman thing. I just went with Superman and probably grew out of the Superman thing pretty quick. But obviously, Superman has made a resurgence, but Star Wars has always basically remained the same. And I don't mean that in a bad way. They just remained on that level to this day, till it's become $1 billion brand. So whether you watched the entire Star Wars franchise of movies or you've been under a rock like me and haven't watched any one of them, it's not going to make any difference at the end of the day. Fan or not, a game is a game is a game is a game is a game. To the hardcore fans, yeah, it's going to play how it's going to play, and people's going to have something to say as to the accuracy of the depiction of the games based upon the movies and stuff. Yeah, I get all of that, but for me, a game is a game is a game is a game is a game. So I'm gonna be playing Battlefront 2, and I hope to be enjoying it as much as I enjoy Battlefront 1. There's clearly a difference between the two because there's a whole lot more content in Battlefront 2, and plus you got more Star Wars games coming out as well, because I thought Amy Hennig had a hand in this one, but apparently even a member of IGN, well, somebody who was in IGN, is one of the story writers in this game as well. So it'd be interesting to see how that basically pans out in terms of the story mode, the single player mission, which was highly demanded by the fans as well. So it'd be interesting to see. But today is Sunday. It is just after midday, and today I think is Bethesda's press conference today. So I look forward to watching that and hopefully put up a video of my response and my thoughts as to their presentation tomorrow. So with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu for now. And as always, you don't know the coup, whatever the game, media, platform, format, genre. Happy gaming, because that's what it's truly about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. And until I catch you until I catch you on the next one. Where did I get same from? And until I catch you on the next one, please, gamers, stay blessed. Magan.